First up is Us, directed by Jordan Peele. Us is a prime horror movie from 2019, and it's directed by the same person who made Get Out. My thoughts on this movie really do vary. The performances are all pretty good, but this isn't a master of art overall. But it is nowhere near as bad as some people say. I don't know. One person likes it, one person hates it. They both agree it's not better than Get Out. The character writing of Adelaide gets thrown around a lot and ended up not being convincing. The editing was used pretty well, and the score was interesting, and there were hilariously bad moments as well, as some people say there were. During any scary scene, the little boy would put on his Chewbacca mask, and that was pretty funny. The voice of Red, also by Lupita Nyong'o, got annoying after a while, and the finale was weak and lacking, but the second part of the movie was definitely the best. The main character's backstory in the first act was messy and not very well constructed, but I did like a lot of the hidden elements. I feel like Get Out earned that 1 hour and 40 minute runtime, and this movie didn't. They basically made me watch it, and it was my decision to get into it in the end. Overall, this movie is fine. It has everything done well with character chemistry and acting and all that, but it still wasn't a masterpiece, and some people claim it is. I got distracted several times while watching it, and it's not one that I would necessarily watch again in a hurry. Watch this when you have a lot of free time, and skip any scene that would seem long as fuck. Next up is Happy Death Day to You, released in February, and this was a horror movie that I've actually seen in theaters and was pretty good. I had mixed feelings about it the first time, but loved it throughout my second watch. The Happy Death Day movies are weird to me because I love them a lot, having watched the original a total of 5 times now, I believe. But they are no masterpieces in terms of quality. If you like horror comedies that are more on the hysterical side, then this is for you. This movie is absurd. It's got a good performance from the main actress Jessica Ruff, and the writing on her is sharp and it is pretty funny. The villain was weak and pathetic, but it's a comedy sci-fi heist horror movie. It's hard to mess that up, and it didn't for the most part. This is certainly one I'm going to watch for a third time one day. I don't think it's better than the original, unless we're speaking comedy-wise, in which case this movie just crosses the bar. This is a fun movie that I love. Go check it out. Another horror movie I thought was hilarious was the one in December, Black Christmas, and it was hilariously god-awful. I do want to explain this movie in greater depth because I am baffled at what they tried to do here. This movie stole the iconic title to do a Christmas horror movie, and it's about how high school frat boys are dicks, and it is some of the worst editing I have seen this year. It is also some of the worst screenplay I've seen this year. All the kills were hilarious and so not scary, and it's kind of funny to me how it wants to be this one-dimensional political correctness movie, but kept the name Black Christmas. How the fuck did they miss that? Watch it if you want the funniest movie ever. Definitely would have made Christmas more enjoyable. Also, I'm sexist, so I don't like girl films. I also found the rating 15 to be rather flawed. I mean, yeah, apparently the main character got assaulted off screen, but there was no blood in this movie. I don't think I saw a drop. They were so careful. Be fighters, women! This shitty, weak horror movie tells you to slay. Brightburn is another example of a hilariously poor-written horror movie. The only thing entertaining was how underdeveloped and unwelcome the main character is at becoming basically evil Superman. He is a normal student boy, and then he's like, fuck humanity, I have powers, I am evil now. Parents just have the same conversation over and over again for the whole movie, and it wasn't interesting, and I don't know why so many people think it was. I am going to talk more about this one in the future, but please be noted that this isn't a good cup of tea.